Hi friends, this is Karen. I've gathered some supplies here to share with you a project that I'm working on. It's a bit of an experiment because I have not used the textile foil before, but I received some from Susan at SRM as part of the design team, so I'm jumping right into it. I'm going to use my foil on this piece of wood that I have, and it already has a covering on the front, so I did not put that blue on there. That's how I bought it, and I've had this for a long time, or I would tell you guys where I got it from, but I simply don't remember. But I grabbed it because it had that, as I showed you, that side with the copper kind of glittering cover, and that went really well with this copper or bronze colored textile foil. So what I did first was I went into my die cut software and I created an image, and I just used text for this image. It says "Be kind," and I then cut that out with my die cutting machine into the Sizer Easy Weed adhesive. So I am weeding through it right now. It's very forgiving, as you can tell. As I'm weeding this, it stretches a lot, but comes off really nice and clean. So it's pretty easy stuff to weed. So I was really excited to get this foil. I've not worked with it before, so I had to do a little bit of research and get some other ideas about using it. And it's really easy. And let me tell you guys, it's pretty addicting to put a little shine and sparkle on lots of things, maybe all the things. I don't know yet. But anyway, it's really fun to use. And you know, that's the thing about crafting. There's new products coming out all the time, and it's so fun just to try something new and different from what you're really used to. So as I weed through this, you'll see my image coming into view. Again, I just use the text function, and I use a Cricut machine, so that's what I use. You can do this with Silhouette or another die cut machine, but I just experimented with some of the fonts until I found something that I liked, and then welded the image together. So it's not super detailed, it's kind of chunky, and it's a real nice size for this plaque. And I'm just getting the rest of the weeding done. And then what I'm left with is the clearer looking part of the background there is sticky. So it's going to stick real nice to my project so I can get it exactly where I want it to be. And I'm just going to press this very quickly onto my plaque and place it where I want it, and press it down so that I get a nice good tack, but I don't need it to, you know, it's not like I'm ironing something onto a t-shirt or something like that. Now, from experience, and you'll see when this project comes to its fruition, I really should have taken something and cleaned off this plaque a little bit more than I did, because even though I don't see it, there were some oils or something on here that some of my foil is going to stick where I really don't want it to stick. So word to the wise, please clean off of your surface before you start here. You will have some adhesive or some foil where you don't want it. But I remember somebody telling me all those little mistakes you can just make into something fun, and that's what I do in the end. So I actually really like how this project turned out, even though technically there was some error. So you can see that's become real kind of nice and see-through, so that means it's setting really nice onto the surface. So my iron is probably in about a medium setting, and I can peel this right away, and you can see really well there that the adhesive is now stuck onto the plaque. So the next thing that you need is to grab your foil, and I'm going to use this copper or this bronze color. And also from experience, it would be better to cut the part that you need. So one, you're left with more material that you can use, and two, you have less chances of getting foil where you don't want it. So I should have done that too. So lessons learned. Gets better every time. You gotta start somewhere. But again, I really do like how this project turned out in the end. Here I'm applying, again, it's a medium temperature, I guess, for the iron, and I am applying some pretty good pressure, kind of moving it around to make sure that I'm getting a nice, good coverage. I probably overdid it on this, I'm thinking, but again, experimenting a little bit. It's also on wood, so I wasn't sure how it would stick best to that, but you can see here where it's sticking. You can make out the letters already behind that. The white piece of paper that I have is just an ironing help, so I didn't want anything sticking to my iron, so I did that. Alright, I left it cool a little bit because it needs to cool before you peel off, and I mean it does really peel off very, very nicely. But you can see, I'm pointing out here, where I got a couple of just random smudges, if you will, and then there were a couple spots on the K there that didn't quite take. But I kind of like it because I like the rustic kind of look, so I think I'm going to use it. And I do. I add a little bit of extra sparkle by gluing on some sequins, and I really love how it turned out. So if you have any questions, let me know, and be kind to one another. This is going to be a great addition. Thanks so much for watching.